So Activision is remaking Goldeneye. This is huge news for Bond fans. And I count myself among them, so naturally I am interested in this. It's a bit of a dream I think many have shared for a couple of years now, to go back and revisit the perfect storm that was the Nintendo 64 GoldenEye. And you don't need me to tell you what a great game it is. It's basically a truism at this point. It is one of the most beloved, celebrated video games of all time, and rightfully so. I could go into its merits for hours, but that's really not what I'm here. I'm here to talk about the new one, and why, while I'm interested in it, I'm really not 100% behind it. Now, they've decided that they are going to bring Daniel Craig in to play Bond. That upsets me, and I know there are people that'll jump on me and be like, well, it makes sense because he's the Bond right now, but what you have to understand is that if GoldenEye is nothing else, it's Pierce Brosnan's thing. He really brought the series back to life with GoldenEye. GoldenEye was a turning point in a series that, after License to Kill in 1989, looked like it could die out completely. GoldenEye was a shot in the arm, and Pierce is the reason that that happened. So, to not have him involved in this game doesn't feel right. And to anyone who says, well, that might not be possible, I want you to remember a little game that came out a couple years ago called From Russia with Love, which was a video game adaptation of the Sean Connery movie featuring, yes, Sean Connery. They brought Sean Connery back to do it. Would it have been that hard to bring Pierce back? I don't think so. And I think it would have been a more nostalgic experience. It's clear that they're making something new with this game. It is going to have to be a new story. The structure of it, they're going to change beats from the movie. So it's almost, you could make the argument that using the GoldenEye name clearly is just a publicity thing to get excitement about the game. It's a lot like GoldenEye Rogue Agent, a game that came out several years ago that received a lot of flack for doing just that. In Rogue Agent's case, it did something radically different, completely deviated from GoldenEye, the N64, and it really had nothing to do with it. And people jumped on it, saying, it's just trying to ride the success of this game to get its own sales up. This new GoldenEye, don't get me wrong, is definitely more in line, more deserving of the remake title. Because clearly, if you look at the brief footage in the trailer, they've gone back to the levels. It is the game engine, just completely reimagined. My only real gripe, as I've mentioned before, is the Pierce thing, and it seems like a minor thing, and it seems like something I'm being petty about, but it's a matter of respect, really. I love what Daniel Craig has done with the role, but Daniel Craig is a different Bond. Casino Royale was a different movie. It started a different era of Bond, a Bond that was nothing like Pierce's. So to take the definitive, in my opinion, the definitive Pierce Bond movie, GoldenEye, and put Craig in the title role, just doesn't feel right. Now, I don't own a Wii, so chances are I'm not going to get, I know I won't be getting this game, I probably won't even play it, but if I do, I hope that I can overcome my disgust over the fact that Pierce is not involved and just judge it for what it is. I'm not going to sit here and be the cynic and say I hope the game fails, because fans deserve a good Bond game. And I hope that it is a good Bond game, and I hope that it's true to the spirit of the original. It'll never recapture that, but that's fine, because the original isn't going anywhere. If you want to play GoldenEye in its true original form, just fire up your N64. It's that simple.